I'm Bill Hargenreiter, here today with 33 Days of Love Challenge, where each day we interview an expert and author who shares a story of love and how it impacted their life. Today, I have a good friend with us, Kim. How's it going, Kim?
Great. How are you?
Good, good. So, Kim, I'm going to read your bio real quick, and then you're going to share one of your stories with us. Looking forward to it, okay? Kim Julen, pronounced Julen, founder of Finding Your Fiji, is a dynamic thought leader, life business coach, certified Feng Shui practitioner, and certified angel card reader. As an intuitive, Kim is able to identify the energetic stop signs in your space and the limiting beliefs which are blocking you from attracting everything you want to be, do, and have in your life. Working with Kim shifts how you feel about your space and life, bringing harmony to your head, heart, and home. And it's true. I can say from experience that's true, Kim. So what story do you want to share with us today?
Yeah, so I'm actually going to share a little bit more recent story, something that happened this summer. And I got to a point, kind of, you know how sometimes in your business where you have a certain idea of how the money is going to come in for you, right? So I had a certain idea of like how many Feng Shui consults I should do a month, how many angel readings, how many, coaching clients I needed, and all these different kinds of things. Well, what I was doing wasn't working for me. And so I finally just got to a point where I was like basically giving it up and just surrendering to spirit, to my guides, and saying, apparently what I'm doing is not working. So I'm going to let go and just let you guide me and let myself be led, which is interesting. We have such an attachment, I feel like, to outcomes a lot of times, or to how things come to us. So I didn't really, in my soul version of myself, I didn't really care like how the money comes in. I just want to be able to give my gifts. Like I just want to be able to do the things that I enjoy doing. And I love all of those things, right? So I didn't really care like what the percentage was of each. On a soul level, I didn't care. Yeah. And so when I got to that point where I just was like, okay, I'm going to let go and just let myself be led, just magical things opened up for me. I was able to create, I've been doing some videos on YouTube, some free readings on YouTube, and what came in after I went to the service was about doing a membership. And so I was actually guided by, a friend. I just happened to want to connect with me, and she's like, oh my gosh, I have this great idea that just came in for you. And that was this membership. And from there, really, every month, I just let things flow. So some months I'm doing a lot of Feng Shui consults. Some months I'm doing, more of the angel reading stuff. Yeah. And then other, in between, I'm doing study kind of coaching with different people as we go along. But I just have found that when I let go of being attached to the way things were coming to me, or to how my business was going to go, that it just opened things up for me. And so I came to a place of where I love what I do, and now I just get to do what is brought to me, type of thing. So randomly people will just come and contact me for different things, and I'm like, okay, that's what I'm doing today, right? Yeah. So it's really a different way to live. I feel like it's different than, people a lot of times have really, significant goals. And not that I don't have goals, I do write some things down, but then I'm also like, okay, this is what I think, in my mind is what is meant to be done. And then I want them to let me know, let my guides and let angels, God, whoever that is that you believe in, let them know that I'm okay I'm going to go with the flow with this, right? Yeah. I'm going to be able to go with the flow around that. So that's kind of one story just about really how letting go helps bring in the good things to you.
No, and that's good. A lot of good takeaways here. And so I love what I do. That stood out with me. It seems like you're taking that to the next level, because you know that you're doing what you love. And so now you're surrendering to spirit, because you know that you're in your zone, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And a lot of people, have trouble because they think that they can't do what they're passionate about, or they think that they have to do that for a living. So that's kind of, I mean, for me, it is, I do it for a living, but a lot of people, the gifts or the talents or the things that they love to do, they can just do those with friends or family or in their community. They don't necessarily have to do it as a business. So I think that's one thing that, you know, is important to feel what feels right for you.
Yeah. And you don't have to, obviously, but if it does align like it is for you, what are maybe some of the steps that you took to make sure that you were doing your love, what you loved, and doing your life's work?
Yeah. So one of the things that I have done is really to have a daily practice where I'm keeping my energy clear. And what that means for me is in the morning, the first thing that I do is meditate. And then I typically will listen to or read something that's positive or that gives, you know, guidance for me. And then I also energetically clear my space. I wish I had I didn't think to have any nearby, but I use these little white sage incense sticks. And essentially white sage helps clear the energy in your space and over you. So I basically just run the white sage over my body, the front of my body, under my feet, like down my back. And that helps clear my energy field so that I can hear the intuitive guidance that's coming through. The other thing that I do is I once a week take a salt bath. So I actually get in, you know, sea salt, like 2 to 3 cups of sea salt, about 3 tablespoons of baking soda. You can add Epsom in there if you want as well. But then you know, slide in so your neck gets in the water. And that helps clear your auric field. So if you pick up things from other people or just are around, you know, other people that are arguing or there's any negativity or just in spaces, like I'm really sensitive to the energy in spaces. So if I'm in a space that is energetically heavy or something like that, I feel it. Like there was, oh my gosh, there was a case where this happened over the last summer where I was in a space and I actually physically got sick. Like I felt like I was going to throw up because of the dark energy in the space. So doing the incense and doing the salt bath helps keep your field clear so that you can hear the guidance that's coming in for you. That intuition is basically just tapping into that intuitive sense. Yeah. And then the biggest key to all of this is when you get the guidance, like do something, take the action, like actually do it, right? So a lot of people hear the things that are coming into them and they don't do anything about it. They're just like, oh yeah, you know, I kind of got the nudge to do this, or I got the nudge to do that. And then, you know, but I have these 5 other things that I'm supposed to do instead. Like I have these 5 other things that need to get done before I can listen to this guidance. It doesn't work like that. Like you need to follow the guidance that's coming through to you. And that's where the flow comes in. And that's where you get to do what you love. Like that's an agreement that I have with my guides. I'm like, as long as I get to do what I love, I live comfortably, I'm cool with this, right? Like you can kind of make that arrangement, right?
Yeah, and that's an awesome way to be. And I, as my wife Danielle can attest, I oftentimes listen to my nudges. She's like, we have this new project that we're doing on top of the one we're doing now that just came to me. It's a line, and when something comes to me, I see if it's aligned with where we want to go, what our goals are. I kind of bring a little bit of strategy into it because sometimes you can get some ideas that just, you know, can take you off or wear you down. At this point, once I kind of get that initial check, there's like 3 main priorities in our life. As long as it aligns with one of those 3 priorities, then she kind of gives me the go ahead to pursue them.
Nice. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, and that it is. It's like, and the thing is, the universe loves action, like quick action. And so one of the books that I would recommend would be it's called Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. And that is something that is all about, you know, when these ideas come in, that you've got to like grab the tail of it and you know, actually do something with it, or that idea is going to go find someone else, right? So that's the other reason that you need to take action when those ideas come in as well. So you always see that, like people say, oh my gosh, I thought of that idea, you know, how long ago? And then all of a sudden here it is, a big success, a product or something, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they did get the idea first, but they didn't take action on it.
There you go. So we're actually, you did a great job of weaving in your story and your lessons. We're going to post some links below. There any? I know you like to give away some free gifts and things of that nature. Anything you have that I can tell our audience about?
Yes, yeah, I've got a couple things. I've got a free gift on my website. My website is findingyourfiji.com. It's Fiji. And the free gift is my 9 best tips for attracting abundance. So those are Feng Shui tips, easy things that you can do, like quick and easy, and will get more abundance flowing to you. So that's kind of the first freebie. And then the other one is I do free readings on YouTube. So every month for each one of the zodiac signs, I do a free reading. Usually it's, you know, maybe 15 to 20-minute reading. And people I can't even tell you how many people have said, like, it sounds like you're just talking to me. Like, how do you do that? But they're really, really awesome. And those you can go on YouTube, just look up Kim Julen, Julen, or you can go on my website and there's a under the angel readings, free angel readings page, and you can find the exact link for your reading, so you don't have to kind of page through.
Awesome. So, we appreciate that. I'm going to post those links below. Go and find that. If Kim has been very helpful in many areas, opening up intuition and also keeping a cleaner home, a more organized home. I know in the past, talk about my books. My books are a little too high. I was still working on getting some smaller bookcases, Kim. Yeah. But in the meantime, it's a nice segue into the book project that this 33 days of love series is focused on. So Kim's going to be a featured author, featured expert on that series. So if you want to learn more, go to loveforgivenevergiveup.com. Find out more about that project. Go to Kim's website. We're going to post the links below, and we'll see you all on the next video. Thanks for joining in, Kim.
Yeah, thank you.